All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the Lang Trading Chat Room. It is June 14th, 2023. Hope you guys had an awesome day last few days. Ready to rock and roll and get back at it again today. As always, we're going to start off with the market bias, take a look at the SPY and the QQQs. We will then review the favorites list on the right-hand side of the screen right here. Once we do that, it will be time to start day trading. That is what we are doing in this chat room. We are day trading stocks live. So if you have any questions about that, any questions about money management, risk management, anything really, trading related or not trading related, make sure you throw it up in the chat log. We will get right to it. Another thing I want to make sure you guys are doing is practicing proper money management. This is not an easy business. You're not going to get rich quick or earn while you learn. So you got to do it the right way. And that's by starting off with very small risk, maybe $5 to $10 per trade, and slowly working your way up till you got a full loss. So again, if you have any questions with that, need some help figuring out money management, any of that stuff, make sure you check out the Lang Trading Discord. Link is in the description below. It is free to join, so make sure you check that out. We got some great resources for you guys to get started with. So with that, let's get started on the markets, guys. So SPY Qs. Basically a flat open. We do have FOMC minutes today. It is the federal interest rate decision. So we will see what good old JWoww has in store for us. Likely going to be a pause on rates. I've been seeing that's what the sentiment is. That's kind of what is baked into the market right now, is that we're going to get a pause on these rate hikes. So it should be a little bit of a bullish sign for the markets, but just stay patient. Make sure you guys are aware of the FOMC. If you have any open positions, I would be very, very cautious with those heading into that 2 o'clock Eastern hour. So just make sure you guys are aware of the FOMC. So it will likely cause the markets to be pretty quiet up until then. So I'm going in with the neutral, choppy, bias. Going in with a neutral, choppy, bias. Wow, I did it again. But anyways, we are chopping around. I think we may be a little bullish. Maybe we go a little higher. But for the most part, I think we're pretty quiet, pretty neutral. So we do have a pretty decent list here. So let's dive right into that. First up is NEXT, Next Decade Corporation. How about that for a name, man? Talk about forward looking. But anyways, this thing's gapping up over 2 pretty good sized red bars. So shock value is really nice on this. It is my one concern, big concern. It is a 28% gap. What I like about it is that this chart does not look like a 28% gap. And it is a lower price stock, so these things can move a little bit more. So I'm not as concerned about that pre-market extendedness as I usually am, but it is still definitely something on my mind. But even with that, this is a really nice gap, guys. Gapping over 2 wide range red bars, multiple pivots into a void. I do like this one. I'm going to keep an eye on it higher up to that, like maybe $7 area. So watch the NEXT despite the overextendedness of it. Next up, we have COHR, Coherent Corp. So this one's gapping up over this topping tail from yesterday. And a pretty nice little trend here, but it is gapping right to some resistance at that $46 area. So I'd like to see it get over 46 before I'm into it, but nonetheless, it is a really nice gap, doing some good volume in the pre-market, so definitely keep an eye on this one. Next up, we got Plug, Plug, Plug Power. So another one, kind of a continuation this week. Monday, Tuesday continues higher, so we'll see how much higher we get today on Wednesday. But we are gapping into a little bit of resistance up here, a little pivot right there, a little pivot back there from mid-March. So be mindful of those, but nonetheless, I do like this one. It has been in a pretty strong uptrend, so keep an eye on the Plug. Next up is Humana Inc. So this one's gapping down. Actually, a really, really nice short gap, guys. I mean, we're gapping under like 5, 6, 7 pivots or something like that. Not extended, with void down to about 450, 454. So we got $10 of room to play with this thing. Average day is about 10 or 11 bucks. So keep an eye on the Hum short. It's probably my top idea on the short side. So definitely be watching that one. Next up is MIVS. Bit of a strong stock recently, but we are gapping down below that green bar yesterday. We have a little bit of a void to drop, so keep an eye on this one down to the like $5 area on MVIS. My bad. Next up is UNH, so similar to Humana in that health services sector. gapping down. It is actually gapping down a little bit more, so it's even looking better here in the pre-market. So we want it under that 458 area. Gets under there, guys. We got room to drop all the way down to about 450. So keep an eye on the Humana. Keep an eye on the UNH. I like this sector short. CVS is another one of these health services stocks, gapping down. So watch this one as well. A little bit more support on the CVS, not into a clear void, but definitely worth watching there. Next up, we have UBS on the long side. So this one's gapping up just a little bit, about 1%, but it's not. It's gapping up right where we need it to be. So not extended. I like that. Overall, these moving averages in a bit of an uptrend. So I do want to keep an eye on this one. I like it long. It looks like it trades a little bit like spotty and dotty. So this may be an ADR. I'm not exactly sure. Let's see real fast. Yeah, this is an ADR. So it's just like a Swiss. Is this a Swiss bank? Looks like it, some sort of Swiss bank or something, but nonetheless, it is gapping up, so we will keep an eye on it. A little bit of thin in the pre-market, so be careful with that. Next up, we have STEM, STEM. So another one was gapping up a little bit more in the pre-market, pulling back a little bit. This one, honestly, probably could have been on my backup list, so I might be switching this out with another idea. I have a few ideas in the backup here, so this one might get switched out, but nonetheless, it is gapping up. Maybe a continuation from these last 2 days. So and then next up we have X, United States Steel Corp. So this one is gapping up right into that 200 period moving average. So I am going to want to see some strength out of this before I'm into it. But I do like the gap. I do like that it has a bit of a void to trade into. So we'll watch it. But like I said, want to see some strength. I want to see us get over that 200 period moving average before I'm trading that one at all. So that is the list. If you guys have any stocks, cryptos, ETFs you want me to look at, let me know, and then I will check them right out. So there we have it. Market is open, and let's get down to it, guys. Let's get right into it. COHR popping off the open. Keep an eye on it. Plug pulling in. Humana's hanging out a little bit. NVIS hanging out. UNH. Because UNH is under the area we need it to be. So UNH is probably the top short right now. Keep an eye on that one. None of these are hard to, I didn't check if they're hard to borrow. Let's see here. So UNH is hard to borrow. Not going to be trading that. Oh my goodness. NVIS is hard to borrow. I don't think CVS is. Yeah, CVS isn't. So, man, I'm going to take these off my list. Son of a gun. So yeah, those two are hard to borrow. NVIS and UNH. I didn't even check that, man. Hard to borrow. Okay, wow. So my entire short list is basically hard to borrow. All right, so basically just CVS and UNH at this point on the short side. I'm going to throw a few more ideas on my longs here since I got the room for them. I don't really see a whole lot I like. I guess I'll just throw in this FCX and CLF. We'll toss those on the list. Those are the two that I was kind of debating on late in the day. So tossing those on the list here. Let's see what we got to work with. So COHR is the strongest stock I see at the moment. Keep an eye on that COHR. NEXT's hanging out. Wow, okay, COHR is already just ripping Scottie Pippen, so I don't know if this one's even going to be able to be traded. It's already up like over double its average trading range, so tough one there. UNH still looking good. Guys, keep an eye on that UNH. Wow, another one just whipping around. My goodness, $8, $9 today already, and $1.20 spread, so that's going to be tough to trade there. Guys, this NEXT is a little bit interesting. I do like this NEXT. Keep an eye on that one. I want to see it over the VWAP, though. I don't like trading under the VWAP. I want to see that strength there. UBS moving up, so I'm going to keep an eye on this UBS here, actually. UBS moving up. STIN's pulling in pretty good, so I'm not really watching that. X is pulling in. CVS is looking kind of weak, so I might throw CVS on that list. FCX hanging out, Cliff hanging out. So yeah, I guess I'll toss CVS on this list right here for a short trade. So keep an eye on that. Because NEXT is probably my top watch right here. Again, I really would love it if it got over the VWAP. I don't know if I want to pop in right here, but All right, COHR. Yeah, guys, COHR. That's gonna be done. I don't know if I'm trading that. Probably gonna put that down there. Replace it with something a little better. Markets have pulled in pretty good to start the day. Maybe keep an eye on the FCX. I guess I'll throw it on the list. Man, I don't really have a whole lot right now, honestly. My list is kind of junk. Honestly, though, guys, expect a little chop. This is an FOMC day, so FOMC days are usually a little bit more quiet, a little bit tougher to get follow through. You know, everybody's just kind of waiting for that announcement. So be careful, be mindful of that while you're trading. Because NEXT is looking a little better if this puts in a green bar bottoming tail. I'm not going to do that, but at least you can get a little bit of a tighter stop there on NEXT if you wanted. So keep an eye on that one. FCX moving back up. Plug is it's already down quite a bit. UNH is down a lot too. So watch UBS. This is probably one of my top ideas at the moment. CVS looks like it's bouncing a little bit. All right, so don't have a whole lot here today, guys. Don't have a whole lot. It's only 5 minutes in the day, though, so stay patient. You don't need to rush. What is that? All right. 1 second, guys. I'm gonna answer this message real fast. I don't see anything though, so all right, back at it. So NEXT still on the table. FCX pulling back. Plugs pulling in. Humana is probably not Humana. UNH. UNH is what I was talking about. Another one, very tough to trade with such a big move down so early in the day. UBS is still my top watch. I still like UBS quite a bit. All right, CVS, guys. CVS a little bit tempting on this sell setup. I don't like how much support it has though. You got this whole area right here is support, so not a huge fan of that. But sell setup is there. I give it 30 cents. I don't know. I'm gonna hold off on that. Markets are looking a little bit weak at the moment though. Markets are looking a little weak, but again, they have quite a bit of support as well, so not really banking on those things going too much lower here. Like I said, NEXT's one of my top watches still, and yeah, I really don't like that 1 minute. So we'll see if NEXT can give us a better entry. Now that it's trying to get above VWAP, we'll see if it actually holds and gives us some strength there. FCX is struggling, Plug is struggling. UBS is definitely the strongest thing I see right now. I'm not going to just hop in right over here over this high. If we get a little bit more rest, a little more consolidation, I'll consider it. But right here, right now, I need a little more confirmation. All right, here we go. Here we have it. So, I mean, you could have gave it a wide stop, give it 9-10 cents. Like I said, I'm just going to wait on that. I don't need to rush into this. I'm not a huge fan of the ADRs to begin with, so I'm going to stay patient there. Spin is real choppy, just chopping around. X kind of hanging out under VWAP or under that 200 period moving average. As CLF Cliff looking higher. So keep an eye on this Cliff. Actually, I'm gonna put this on my list over Plug. Plug's not looking that great. All right, there we have it. So CVS or CLF up there. And that's what I was worried about the CVS, man. Just a little peekaboo. putting in a bottoming tail, not what you want to see on a sell setup. So yeah, NEXT guys, looking good, looking good. Like I said, you could have gave it like a 19-cent stop. We got out, but it was aggressive. You were under that VWAP, had some issues there, but nonetheless, ended up hitting that 1R. CLF is one of my top watches right now, guys. I like this quite a bit, actually. Still got a lot of range left, looking pretty strong. See if we can't get some sort of a buy setup here on CLF. I'm going to be interested. UNH is done, guy. I'm not trading this today. I'm not trading UNH. UBS still on the table. CVS. Well, peekaboo on that sell setup, man. I'm gonna roll through the backups real fast because I really don't have a whole lot on my list right here. I guess there's no short backups. All right, so Tesla pulling back. SoFi's are ripping here again. Actually, wasn't too bad over that 990 area. You're an 18-cent stop. You're up just over an R. CCL's finally pulling in. And there's that GCT. All right. Not much on the backups either, it looks like. Markets have been very choppy this morning. I mean, that's, like I said, it's as expected. FOMC minutes today. Expect a choppy, narrow range day until then. I think we'll get a little bit of bullishness after that. I feel like they will pause rate hikes. Guys, CLF buy setup. Watch it. 1712. 7 cents is tight. I'd probably give it 13 cents at least. Give it a little bit of room there. So keep an eye on that. Yeah. I'd like to see it honestly go a little bit lower. Just test that VWAP and then maybe put in a bottoming tail or something. So we're going to keep an eye on the CLF because markets are making a move higher at the moment. SPY's almost towards high of the day. Q's almost at high of the day. This is the biggest bar we've had today, I think. Other than that first bar, this is the biggest green bar we've had. So keep an eye on that. Okay, so now CLF, I don't want to see you go any lower, really. Now is when you start putting in that bottoming tail, CLF. Come on now. If this thing does that, I will be interested, but it is pulling in a little bit more than what you like here. Yeah, we don't want to see it go a penny below 17. Not a single hair below. Guys, UBS is okay. This one's getting very interesting, guys. 20. What's the level 2 looking like? Alright, so just pop. It really just hasn't been tested though. Like, it's just been straight making higher highs, higher lows. It hasn't really gotten any sort of test confirmation. And that next ended up being a nice little pop, didn't it? It's 47 cents. Nice, solid little trade there. Again, that was a level 1 trade. I could have been more aggressive with that. That was a level 1 gap. That was a very nice gap. So it was I probably could have had that. I mean, that was a level 1 gap. As CLF still on the table, putting in some bottoming tails right here. So at this point, if I took it, I'd go low of the day. 15 cent stop. You need not even high of the day for full target. So keep an eye on that. Just kind of triggered right there. So I'm not. You would have to be real quick on that buy setup. You have to be real quick with it. All right. So UBS making a move up and CVS popping, CLF hanging out, FCX down. All right, so I don't see a whole lot right now, guys. Don't see a whole lot at the moment. Man. All right. So there's the CLF, and that 1 minute buy side was there. Like I said, it would have been about a 15-cent stop, so you're up about a half hour right now. UBS. You're having a nice little pop. Could have gotten in over 1263, I suppose. Would have been 5 cents, man. That's really tight. I probably would have gave it at least 7 to 8. At least 7 to 8 cents on that. You probably could have got away with the 5, but I don't know. That's tough. Plug. Plug is low key a little bit interesting. Over 1160. A little bit interesting over 1160 on plug. Stem. A little bit interesting as well here. I mean, over the high of the day, it's not a bad idea. I'm going to put that on my list up here, actually. There we go. There we go. So keep an eye on the stem. Man, really not watching anything else, man. This NEXT is already, it's done. I mean, we missed the move they had the move there. Had the aggressive breakout. We didn't take it, and there's not going to be anything else left on this, on that thing for me. So let's switch up to the 5 minute. We are 15 minutes into the day, so let's see if any of these 5 minute charts got anything for us. The stem. I do like the stem. STEM. UBS, not much. CVS, no. Plug, yeah. All right. So I think stem is honestly the only thing on my list. Only thing on my list that I'm even liking a little bit. Let's check these hot lists real fast. See if we got anything rolling through here. SoFi's up a lot. This NIO is a little bit interesting. We're keeping on NIO. Plug, CTL, PLTR. PLTR is in a tough area on the higher time frames. Nvidia is looking a little bit higher. This LI, it's already had quite a big day though. Open door. Getting a little bit interesting there actually. I'll throw this on the list here. It's a little bit of a better pattern. Definitely could trade that. AFRMs hang out. Intel. All right. Got a few more ideas from that list. We'll see if any of them actually end up doing anything. NIO open. Like NIO needs to get over high of the day, but if it does do that, it's not a horrible idea by any means. Same with open. I guess open is over high of the day, just put in a new high, but just need to see some strength in a pattern out of that. SPY and Qs are moving on up. Getting over yesterday's high. Qs are not quite there. Q's got a little more work to do. You got to go over 364 before you're there, but it's moving up. Stem is still my top watch at the moment. Stem is still my top watch. Oh, what a boring FOMC day. Sheesh. Only thing that I really feel like I could have gotten is this next. Probably could have taken that next just because that gap was so nice. I mean, you're gapping over two wide range red bars. Anybody that sold and thought they were good to go, they were like, "Yeah, this is a good start to this short." Bam! They're waking up this morning. They're buying the cover. They're getting stopped out. It's over. Clearing all this. Anybody that's sold this thing in the past like 2 months, you're buying to cover that thing. That is quite a nice gap right there. That's what I'm talking about when I say shock value on a gap. That's shock value. Gapping over two, there's 1.4, 1.5. It's about 3 million people. It's short it. Yeah, sold that stock, shorted it. They're waking up, not in a good mood. Getting out of that thing. CLF rolling over. So yeah, that CLF buy setup, 1 minute buy setup that I was looking at, did not do much. Ended up going 10 cents. So you need a real tight stop if you wanted that thing to work. Wow, stem all the way to the low of the day. UBS honestly still does have some range left, so keep an eye on this one. If we get a pattern up here over high of the day, you definitely watch that UBS 10-cent stop loss. Keep an eye on it. All right. I'm really not seeing much. This might be an early day. This might be an early sit on hands day. You guys got any open trades? Any open positions? Swing trades, day trades, core trades? Let's check them out. Let's see what my swing trades are up to. NWSA, boom, hit the first target. We'd love to see that. Looks like I got tagged out of Rome, but we did already get some profit out of there, so no worries. Ooh, look at a fresh hitting target one as well. Love to see that. OHI is looking good. Intel confirming that target one. Redfin kind of chopping around still. Cat still chopping around. Let's see if these new trades triggered. Yeah, NBC looks like it triggered me in there. KMX, not quite on the KMX. Ooh, the figs, man. Keeping an eye on the figs. That thing shook me like a wet dog, but I'm gonna get back in if it gives me another pattern. MAR looking good. All right, back to my list, I suppose. Let's just roll through this again. NXT is just absolute beast mode. My goodness gracious. Didn't expect. I expected a little bit of a pop. I did not expect something like that. That is impressively strong. FCX weak. CLF just choppy. Stem is weak. Like I said, we can watch UBS. CVS not looking great. Short. Oh my goodness. This list is putting me back to bed, dude. Put me to sleep. There's nothing going on. Nothing happening on the list today, man. Spine cues are moving up a little bit. Moving up slowly but surely. Let's see what else is popping on the S&P. NVIDIA is having the best day. Guys, you can watch. You can watch a video right of the day. Watch that thing. Watch NVIDIA. Facebook, not so much. Apple. Apple needs some more work, but we can maybe keep an eye on that one as well. Ooh. Nike's moving up. Target's hanging out. Oracle hanging out. I need some coffee or something. I need to get going. This is gruesome. Did you watch this USB over high of the day? Another one, a little bit interesting. What's the volume like here? Doing pretty solid volume as well, so watch that one. Trading to a nice void over that high up there. UNP, a little bit interesting. BK. I guess there's some decent little ideas popping off on the S&P. So don't go back to bed just yet. I suppose we might end up finding something to trade. Uh, maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. AIG's not looking too bad. We're gonna watch this one. Volume is very spready. I suppose I'll throw it on my list, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of that volume on AIG. JPM, yeah, well, you can watch it, I suppose. Not the world's worst idea. We're kind of grasping at straws right here. So, whenever you're doing this, guys, make sure just be careful. Sometimes the best position is no position at all. Sometimes that's the best way to make money is just to not freaking lose it. Too many times traders come in, they feel like they have to trade. They gotta trade. They gotta do something. It's not true. Sometimes, like I said, just stay patient. Wait for a high quality trade. Man, that wasn't a bad buy setup on Verizon. A lot of resistance though. So yeah. FDX. All right. All right. As Cisco over high over 51.20, 51.20 by like a 51. Keep an eye on this one. This is actually very interesting. So I'm gonna add Cisco to my list, and that's the last one I'm adding. The last one I'm gonna add here. So Nvidia, watching it potentially. USB. All right. Cisco is my top idea at the moment. Stin is looking like a pile of hot garbage. So guys, keep an eye on the Cisco over 51.20. 5 minute breakout. It would be probably give it a range, doing pretty good volume. Some good relative strength. Markets are kind of resting right here, so is this. 1 minute looks pretty solid. Look at that 1 minute buy setup right there. 10 cent stop, and then 20 cents. Yeah, guys, watch this. Watch this Cisco. Cisco's my top idea at the moment. NI is pulling in, Open's pulling in, JPM's nothing. USB is still viable for the trade. I kind of like this actually quite a bit, man. Look at that breakout on the daily chart. Breaking out over that range on the daily and the hourly. I like that a lot, actually. So I'm going to move NVIDIA up here. I'm going to move USB up here. All right. Should probably get rid of next, but I'll leave it for now. I don't really have much else to replace it with. UBS might be putting a little bit of a buy setup. Be careful though. CVS looks higher. All right, guys. I really don't see a whole lot right now for my list. Got a few of the backup ideas up here: NVIDIA, USB, Cisco. So maybe we'll get one of these. Might be getting an order ready here soon. Cisco is my favorite idea for sure. I like Cisco. Putting in a 15-minute 3-bar play as well right here, so Boyd, yeah, keep an eye on that Cisco, guys. I'm gonna get an order ready for it actually. 5120, 5120 by 51. 5120 by 51. There we go. 5140 is the target. Plenty of range left. 45 cents today. Average day is 80 cents, so plenty of range left on the Cisco. Hughes are trying to get over that 364. Spy's kind of hanging out up here. Nvidia is looking very interesting still, guys. I want to watch Nvidia pretty closely, actually. Over high of the day, it's putting in a nice little breakout. So watch that. I'm gonna go ahead and send this Cisco order. $51.20 by 51. Boom, orders in there. I'm gonna watch Nvidia. I think Nvidia is very interesting up here. One thing we got to deal with is this topping tail up to 419, 420. So let's see if we can't get up there. We definitely have the range today. Well, maybe we don't. Average day is 950. We've done 950. So I mean, the last few days have been much bigger than that. But yeah, I guess I'll keep an eye on it. Be 415, probably by 411. $4 stop loss. Kind of what I'm looking at. 415 by 411. Target would be 419. Right below that pivot right there. So watch the Nvidia orders in there on Cisco. NEXT. Putting in a clean 5-minute buy setup, but man, you look at the higher time frames, it's like, not really my cup of tea, man. All right, all right, guys, we are in the Cisco. No slippage. Love to see that. So Cisco, we are filled. We need 5140 out of this, so not a super wide target. Very manageable, very reasonable, well within range. So let's see if we can get up there. I'm gonna raise this up just a bit. I don't want to take a full loss on this thing. All right. So Nvidia is still pulling back a little bit. SPY and Q's hanging out at high of the day, just kind of chopping around up here. Looking like they kind of want to go higher, bouncing off that VWAP. USB is still a little tempting here. Really, I don't want to get in under that pivot. Putting in a breakout at like 30, 35, 33, 35, but I do not want to get in under that pivot right there. Suppose we can watch UBS as well. This is putting in like a kind of a pseudo buy setup in a way. 2062. Man, why is this thing so thin? Or like narrow range. I'd give it at least 6 to 7 cents. I'd probably say 7 cents. 7 will put you right back up at high of the day, just over. Again, I don't know. That's very much a pseudo buy setup. Does not. I don't know. I'm gonna keep an eye on the UBS. I will definitely be watching it, but not my favorite idea right now. AIG is a little interesting. It is very thin volume, so be mindful of that, but it's not a horrible idea by any means. Open, diode, then COHR. Alright, so I'll do a bunch else right now. In the Cisco, my next favorite idea is NVIDIA. I think NVIDIA does look pretty solid over high of the day. Watch that one. It's going to be a, what was it, $4 stop loss, right? Yeah, it's going to be a $4 stop loss on the NVIDIA, so watch it. Guys, I will be getting off right at 9:30, probably maybe even a little bit soon. I do have some stuff to do again today, so I will be cutting out right at 9:30, and then tomorrow I actually will not be on stream, so another day where I'm a little bit busy in the morning, so I will not be streaming tomorrow morning. We'll be back at it again on Friday. Yeah, tomorrow I'm not going to be here, and I'm going to be cutting out right at 9:30, maybe a little bit earlier today. So it's a great time to ask questions if you got them. The market's slowed down a little bit. We got time to delve into some deeper topics if you'd like. So make sure you ask those questions. USB still looking a little bit interesting. Like I said, I really want over that high of the day. Cisco pulling back a little bit. Oh man, very much an FOMC day today, guys. Very much an FOMC day. I mean, markets are ripping higher though. SPY and Qs both at high of the day. Looks like Qs are breaking out of yesterday's high as well. Yep, breaking over yesterday's high on the Qs. So markets are bullish at the moment. Looking bullish. NVIDIA, guys. I said I'm very tempted on this NVIDIA. $4 stop loss. Maybe you can get it like a 350 if you want to go a little bit tighter. Probably get away with that. Keep an eye on this one. I guess I'm supposed to get an order ready for it. Not entering just yet. Go. $4 stop. That's annoying, honestly. It is what it is. Hey guys, keep an eye on the NVIDIA. Watch it. Like I said, I might just tighten this up to like 411.48. You probably get away with that. Just under that whole number. Alright guys, NVIDIA, let's see it slow down just a little bit here. I'm going to go ahead and put this order in there. I want to see this 1 minute kind of hang out. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and put the order in on NVIDIA. 414.98 by 411.58. Bam. There we have it. Alright, so orders in there on NVIDIA. Ooh, Cisco's pulling back a little bit here, so not exactly what you want to see. We'll see if it can't hold the VWAP right now, right at VWAP, so not looking like it's going to hold that VWAP. Looks like we might just get tagged out on the Cisco. We're gonna need a miracle on that one. Nvidia is not true just yet, so honestly, I like that, making that breakout look a little bit better. This UBS is a little bit tempting to get. I don't know. Look at this. It's kind of spotty and dotty, very thin, man. Very thin. So I'm probably gonna hold off on the UBS. I'm gonna hold off on UBS. AIG. You can watch the AIG over 57.42. Over high of the day, basically on AIG. You can watch that one. CBS, nothing to do. FCX, nothing. All right. So once again, the list is very lackluster. Not a whole lot going on. Got the ordering on Nvidia. If you want to be super aggressive, you could have taken maybe this buy setup on COHR. Is that? Oh, so that's Nvidia triggering in. So we are in the Nvidia. Ooh, look at that 5-minute bar completed. That's lovely. That's lovely. I like the way that looks. You can move that up to that base of that pivot right there. All right, so we're in Nvidia. Look at Cisco. Cisco held on like a hair in a biscuit. My goodness. Like I said, it might just end up being a miracle today. Cisco might end up working. Who knows? But nonetheless, we are in Nvidia. We are in the Cisco. So let the market do its thing from here on out. They are looking higher, continuing to grind up. Hopefully, we get a nice little pop out of the Nvidia. So we need 418.58. Actually, we don't need that much. We can probably lower this down. What's that? A little bit more, looks like. Oh, a little bit too much. There you go. That's what we need. All right. So 418.35 is the target on Nvidia. Like I said, man, Cisco's still just hanging on, barely hanging on. USB's pulling back now. AIG's not able to get to that high. UBS hanging out still. So yeah, I'm probably not going to be trading anything else today, guys. Honestly, probably not going to be trading anything else here. Check out these swing trades. Still just kind of hanging out, moving up. Good stuff. Good stuff. Man, I got tagged out of FSK on Monday. I was a little bit disappointed. Woke up on Tuesday and it gapped down like right at my original stop, so ended up saving us quite a bit there. So that was good. DAL continues higher. And Toast is another one that literally just tagged me out, man. That's frustrating. Just tagged me out. My stop was at 2040. It went to 2031. Oof, that's tough. That is tough. We're up. All right, so we got out of Cisco. Out of Cisco. Got peekabooed out of that thing. Cisco stopped. Yeah, I do like that still. I'm not mad about that trade at all, honestly. That was a pretty solid little trade right there. Hopefully it breaks 51 just to confirm that we would have been tagged out. But Nvidia is doing a nice job so far. Up about a half hour on Nvidia, so looking good there. All right. One second, guys. Give me one sec. All right, guys, I'm going to be getting off here just a few more minutes. Actually, right now, I need to get going. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you guys, as always. Make sure you check out the Lang Trading Discord. Like I said earlier, I will not be on tomorrow morning. I have some stuff to do in the morning, so I will be back here Friday for you guys. So until then, take care and see you guys then. So I appreciate everybody for tuning in today. Thank you.